So let's continue to talk about healing from intrusive thoughts after infidelity. So, in the first part, we talked about making friends with your intrusive thought and picturing a little monkey saying very complicated negative things to you and how to deal with that. What you really want to do next is schedule time to think about your triggers and think about your intrusive thoughts. You're going to need at least 15 minutes to work with an intrusive thought. So please don't try to jam this into 5 minutes between work meetings or something like that. Give yourself time to adequately think the thought, feel the feelings, and recover a little bit. So, first, let's start by thinking about a calm, soothing, safe image, right? I want you to picture someplace that is soothing and calming for you. So, think about it for a minute. What is it? Is it your favorite chair where you're wrapped in a blanket, you're sitting by a fireplace, you're drinking a cup of tea, and there's a cat on your lap? Or is it you walking through a forest and there's fog and it's beautiful and misty and calm and there's a gentle breeze and a smell of cedars? That sounds amazing. Whatever it is, I want you to picture that image. And that's what we're going to come back to when we're triggered and we need to kind of restore ourselves to a safe place. So, really picture your calm image. And then when you feel ready, I want you to start thinking about just one trigger. We're going to work with one trigger at a time. So you can look at your notes from your list of triggers, or you can just allow yourself to relax and ask yourself, what's really bothering me most right now? And let that thought kind of percolate up to the top. So bring up this triggering thought, right? Breathe deeply as it comes up because you're going to have probably a physical reaction to this happening. You're not going to feel great. Remind yourself that you are safe and thank your brain for showing this. Picking up what we talked about in the first video, you want to thank your brain, that monkey part of your brain, for showing you where you need to heal. Remember that triggers are big signs, right? And intrusive thoughts are sort of big signs of where we need to keep healing. So now we want to lean into exploring this trigger. And so by exploring it, I mean asking yourself questions to kind of explore and go deeper, go underneath this thought and see what else is there that's causing a problem for you. So to explore it, ask yourself, what are you feeling? What are you feeling in your body? What physical sensations? What are you feeling in your brain? What emotions are coming up for you? What does this intrusive thought or this trigger mean to you? What does it tell you? What is this connected to? What does this represent? What is this a sign of? Really look around and try to find as much meaning as you can, right, for this particular intrusive thought. And then ask yourself, if I really look deeper, what else is this connected to? Is it connected to any past experiences, any past memories, any past traumas, or any core belief like I'm not lovable, I'm not valuable, I'm too much for some people? Once you have some of those deeper thoughts, I want you to really challenge those thoughts. What else could be true instead? Could it be that I am lovable, but my partner chose to be selfish? Look for something that's a challenging thought to that original intrusive thought, right? And then, keep thinking of alternative possibilities. If you knew for sure that your painful thought was not true, what would that mean to you? That would probably mean you could have some peace or some relief. So I would like for you to choose an alternative, comforting thought to believe instead of your intrusive thought. Now, at first, your brain is going to fight against that, right? It's just like taking a car and shifting it from drive immediately into reverse. It's not going to work. So whenever that intrusive thought comes up for you, I'd like for you to challenge it with that comforting thought, like, no, it's not that I'm unlovable. It's just that my partner chose to love himself more in that moment and be more selfish. And that really has nothing to do with me. So have the intrusive thought and then pair it against that challenging thought. Yeah. Do this whenever that intrusive thought comes up, and particularly when you're in that moment of working with the intrusive thought. And then when you're ready to stop working with an intrusive thought, right? Stop your worry session, as it were. I want you to thank your brain again and say something like, thank you for showing me this. And you'll notice sometimes when I'm talking about comforting your brain, I'm doing a little hugging thing. Thank you for showing me this. I appreciate it. I'm glad you're showing me where I'm hurting, and it makes sense that we're worried about this. Then go think of your safe, comforting image, and then go do something with your body. Go move your body in some way. You can go stretch, you can go for a walk, do something to stimulate your brain and show it that you're safe, right? You're moving, we're carrying on, we're healing, this is okay. Remember that trauma is stored in the brain and the body. So after we do something emotionally impactful, it's always nice to move your body a little bit. For more, you can check out Chapter 5, Section 4 of my book, and make sure to watch Part 3 of this video series.